Ladies and gentlemen, still on the subject of Justice League, Zack Snyder made a film to bring people together. The desire of the film wasn't to divide fans. Zack Snyder was building a film based on Justice League 2001. He wanted you to get the nostalgia of that. That was the purpose of the movie. This is what he was going for. This is what he was shooting for. He didn't want fans being divisive, especially DCU fans. He was trying to bring people together. And the theme is unite in this film. And the theme in this film, the heart of this film, is about hope. It was about Superman. And so the purpose that Zack Snyder had for getting this film out is to bring us together. To let us hope. And if you left this film feeling hopeful, then that was the purpose Zack Snyder was going for. It was saying, in a world where there's cynicism and it's dark and sometimes bad people win, in a world where a lot of things are troubling and make you want to fear, have courage and continue to have hope. And don't stop coming together. Don't stop dialoguing with one another. As Superman said in the beginning of the movie, hope is a river. It doesn't go in a straight line. Sometimes it winds with the flow. But don't give up. Continue to hope. That's where your dreams come from. And continue to work together. That's the purpose of the Justice League movie. That's the purpose of our existence in this world. To work together. We don't always agree on everything. But let's continue to talk with one another. And let's not just keep each other in a box. Just because I disagree with you on one thing doesn't mean you're a bad person. And you share the same humanity that I do. And no single person can save the world alone. Instead of working by ourselves in our own little space, let's seek to work with someone from a different background. Let's seek to talk with someone who has different ideas and views than we do. Because when we talk with one another, we learn and we grow. And the river of hope also grows. That's the purpose of the movie. Zack Snyder was trying to bring people together. His ideals are to empower people, to empower you and me. They're opinionated views, but they're views nonetheless. Was his project accomplished like how he would have wanted it accomplished? No, but that's okay. Sometimes in collaborations, they end a way in which none of us envisioned. And this project was a collaborative project. And the people who truly know what happened in this project, no matter how many challenges and difficulties, how many squabblings and arguments it took to make this movie, some people advising some people to do it this way, but they continue to do it another way. Just remember, dialogue shouldn't stop because there are disagreements. Or even if it looks like the direction in which something is going is not the appropriate direction. Keep talking. It's when we shut down dialogue with each other and we close each other out that it can get dangerous. But if we keep dialoguing with one another, it opens the hope. It opens the possibility for a positive outcome. So guys, remember that every time you get confronted with a challenging situation. In this movie, there were a lot of challenges for Batman to overcome, and he didn't have the skill sets to deal with them. But because he had the hope that Superman put within him, it overcame his narcissism and his cynicism for the world. And he had some light in the midst of his darkness, in the midst of his faults and his shortcomings. And this lady here was able to help him forward, and he was able to help her forward. So, remember, sometimes there's no one person, no Superman, to deliver you out of your situation. If you're a religious person, a lot of people like to talk about Jesus Christ, and that's well and good. But if you do not embody his values, if you do not truly embody who Jesus is, then when a real situation faces you, you won't have the fortitude to get through it. Because you never truly knew who he was. In the absence of Superman, Batman knew more about Superman than he ever did. In the absence of a figure of Jesus Christ, not worshiping some idol up on a wall, not worshiping some image of some man, but actually giving honor to the ideals that he taught and he walked. A lot of people say they believe in Jesus. A lot of people in the movie said they believed in Superman. But they really didn't. Because when he disappeared from their sight, they gave into hopelessness. They gave into the darkness. The same thing's happening with this movie. It was supposed to be a beacon of light. It was supposed to inspire. It was a collaborative event and a collaborative effort by people from different walks. And it's a beautiful thing that Zack Snyder has set in motion. This movie, through and through, with all the fights and fusses and squabbles and disagreements, is a collaborative event between two directors and a ton of people from all different walks of life, from many different nationalities. And what makes this movie special, and is not something by chance, is that actually happened. That actually happened. And I don't care if we get a Snyder Cut or not. Nothing is as beautiful as a mixed collaborative event that shares from different walks of life and somehow ends up being fluent. Somehow still tells a narrative that's worth listening to. This was an opinionated film, and it definitely was a Zack Snyder film. But make no mistake, Joss Whedon had a say in this film. And that's a wonderful thing, as well as Danny Elfman. It makes it something special and different, and should instruct us that we can work together, whether we are Marvel fans or DC fans, whether we are minorities or we're majorities, whether we're rich or poor, whether we're of one political allegiance or not, whether we're of one religious persuasion or not, whether we're from one side of the world or not, we can work together. The humanity of this film is important. And it really hits home. And I just wanted to share that before I go into deeper things on this film. Before the end of today, I'll come out with another video. Not right now, about the different personalities in the film. And then we'll discuss monsters, men, demons, and gods in this film. Until then, guys, leave your comments in the comment section below. Those of you who are disappointed in this film, please, I suggest you look at it again. Always look below the surface. In a Zack Snyder film, directed by Zack Snyder, you'll always get that. No matter how much it's been cut up. No matter how much it's been chopped up. If he did 100% of the principal photography, trust me, there's depth. It cannot be escaped. So next time you go to watch a movie, do not prejudge that movie. Go into that movie and enjoy it for what it tells you. But remember, if it's a Zack Snyder movie, I don't care how it's cut, you're going to get something more than you thought you saw. You guys have a great one.